Let's continue our series of OET overview videos by looking at the second part of your OET test, the reading section. Hi, I'm Sharon, and I'm an OET trainer and English tutor here at Benchmark Education Solutions. Thank you for joining me today for part 2 of our OET overview series. Today we're talking about the reading section. Many students report difficulties with the reading section, and quite often this has to do with the very fast pace of the test. Time management is definitely necessary with the reading section. First, let's talk about what you can expect from OET reading. We'll look at a general overview of the section, talk about how it's scored, and give you some tips and strategies to help you earn every available point. And also, like listening, the texts you'll be reading are not specific to your profession. They just contain general medical information. So let's talk now about the different parts of the reading section, starting with Part A. Part A tests your ability to skim and scan a text quickly to find information. It moves very quickly, only lasting 15 minutes. You'll be given a test booklet containing 4 short texts: Text A, Text B, Text C, and Text D. The texts contain medical information about one topic. These are the kind of texts you might have to read while you're with a patient, so you'll need to know how to find the information you need quickly. You'll also be given an answer sheet. Fill in the appropriate space on your question paper with your number 2 pencil. There are 20 questions in Part A. Questions 1 through 7 are matching questions. You will have to decide which of the 4 texts contains the information about a certain question. Questions 8 through 14 require a word or short phrase taken directly from the text. Questions 15 through 20 are fill-in-the-blank sentences. These sentences come from the text, but they've been paraphrased or rewritten just slightly. You'll need to find the part of the text that contains this information and insert the missing word. Let's look at some samples of texts A, B, C, and D. Pause the video if you like and take a closer look at them. Now here's a sample question paper where you'll write your answers in the appropriate spaces using a 2B pencil. So be careful with spelling. Since these texts may not be specific to your profession, they may contain information that you're unfamiliar with. And finally, your Part A test booklet and answer sheet will be collected at the end of the 15-minute time period. So if you have a few seconds left at the end and want to check your answers, make sure you do it before your materials are taken away. So that was reading Part A, and now let's take a look at what reading Parts B and C are all about. These 2 parts are timed together, and you'll have 45 minutes to complete 22 multiple choice questions. Each question has 3 possible answers. You'll mark the circle next to your answer with a soft 2B pencil. In reading Part B, you'll find questions 1 through 6. At the top of your paper, you'll see the question and the possible answers. Under the question, there will be a short text on a general medical topic that contains the answer. Mark the circle of the correct answer with your pencil. There are 6 of these questions, and they're worth 1 point each. There are a couple of important things to remember about Part B, so here are a few tips. It's very important that you manage your time well. Limit your time on each question to less than 2 minutes. Don't spend so much time on Part B that you run out of time to complete Part C. The questions you are asked might be a direct question that you need to answer, or it may require you to finish the sentence with the correct answer. Just be prepared to see different kinds of questions. Be sure to read through the question and all the possible answers before you read the text, so you'll get a better idea of the answer you should be looking for. So now let's move on to reading Part C. This is very similar to Part B, except the text is longer and there are more questions to answer. Reading Part C assesses your ability to understand a longer text, understand the writer's purpose, and identify his or her opinions. Remember that reading Parts B and C are timed together, and the total time is 45 minutes. Together, they have 22 questions. Part C contains questions 7 through 22. In Part C, you'll have a longer academic-type text, perhaps around 700 words, about one topic of general medical interest. You'll have 8 multiple-choice questions to answer, and there will be 4 possible answers for each question. And finally, you'll have 2 of these texts on test day with 8 questions each, so 16 questions in all, and each question is worth 1 point. Here's a sample text, along with the 8 questions you would need to answer. Pause the video if you like, read through it, and get an idea of how to find the answers. Again, you'll mark the circle that corresponds to your answer on the OCR answer sheet with a soft 2B pencil. Here are a couple tips to remember for reading Part C. Like in Part B, the questions may be direct, or they may require you to choose the correct answer to finish the sentence. The questions will be sequential in the same order the information was presented in the text. The question may even direct you right to the paragraph that contains the answer. And remember, if you mark your answers for Parts B and C directly in your test booklet, don't forget to transfer them to your OCR answer sheet before your time is up. Don't wait till the last minute to do this. Since this is a timed test, it's very important that you know what you're doing before you begin. There's a very specific way to approach these questions that will help you succeed. And here at Benchmark, we offer a very affordable reading course, which comes with 20 full reading tests with answers and explanations, as well as training videos, vocabulary tests, and an ebook you can keep for reference. We want you to succeed on the OET and achieve your dreams. Be sure to check out our website at edubenchmark.com to learn more in-depth strategies with more sample questions and instructional videos. Try our other personalized services like the OET Speaking Mock Test, where you'll speak with an OET trainer in real time and get tips specific to how you speak. You'll find links to all these services in the description below, as well as links to more in-depth videos that discuss these tasks in greater detail. Thank you for joining me today for Part 2 of our overview series, and be sure to come back for Part 3 of our series where we discuss the writing subtest. Before you go, be sure and subscribe, give us a like, click the bell notification, and leave us a comment because we love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.